Hey guys, Hellsbot Monkey here with a new video for you. My last video dug into the backstory of the Gatewatch. But who is this Nicol Bolas chap they're fighting? What does he want? Why does he have an egg floating on his head? All these questions and more answered in... Wait. What's that sound?
Your god Pharaoh has returned.
Welcome back everyone. As you can see, it looks like I've ended up with a co-host for this video. I can't get rid of him.
There is no greater folly than standing against me.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's get on with who this guy is and why he's just really angry. Okay, Nicol was the spawn of the Dragon, who was basically some kind of primordial dragon god, and he was the twin brother of Ugin. Born thousands of years before anything really happened on Dominaria, Nicol and his brother were the smallest of the Elder Dragons. Apparently, this gave Nicol Bolas, who made up his own surname, because apparently being born a twin means you only have one name, a massive case of small man syndrome for the rest of eternity. He screwed over his brother Ugin during a conflict with dragon hunters, which caused Ugin's spark to ignite over the grief of his brother's betrayal, and he disappeared. Then the Elder Dragon War started, which I assume is a lot like a game of Elder Dragon Highlander, only with real dragons as your commander cards. One of the Elder Dragons, Vivictus, invaded Bolas's turf and started a fight. Bolas managed to eventually slap him down, and then pulled everyone else into the fight for some reason. The fighting carried on until Bolas controlled half of Dominaria. Finally, Bolas faced down his brother, Arcades, who was wise and a strategist, apparently, according to his latest card. Then Ugin butted in and saved Arcades just as Bolas was about to kill him. The rage over his twin's interference and the jealousy of his own spark ignited Bolas's own spark, and he planeswalked away. Am I doing alright so far, Nicol?
I didn't lose. Everything happened according to my plan.
Okay, a long time later, Bolas and Ugin, who apparently didn't want a surname, clashed in the meditation plane, which is a big magic-y realm that Bolas now calls his own, and Ugin was killed by his brother. He landed in the waters, which were all magic-y, but pulled a Gandalf the White and came back all shiny, ready to fight his evil brother. Ugin teamed up with Azor, the Sphinx from Ixalan, to trap Bolas on Ixalan using the immortal sun. Bolas, however, worked out what they were up to, headed to Tarkia and convinced Yasova Dragonclaw, Khan of the Tema clan, to take him to Ugin's lair. There he fought Ugin again, and killed him. Again. This made a timeline where there were no dragons on Tarkia, as they came from Ugin and storms. But the planeswalker Sarkhan, who was fed up of being Bolas's butt monkey, travelled back in time and saved Ugin by putting him in a cocoon right after Bolas left the scene of the battle, so Ugin got better. Again. And so there were dragons once more on Tarkia. Since then, Bolas has become the Emperor of Madara and Dominaria, had his spirit separated from his body and his body destroyed by Tetsuo Amazawa, floated around as a ghost for a while, right before temporal rifts opening across Dominaria allowed him to get a copy of his younger body from an earlier point in time. He got into a fight with Teferi, in which he ripped him to pieces, then let him get better, and then eventually lost most of his godlike powers due to the bending, which sealed temporal rifts opening across Dominaria, which were basically destroying the world. All the planeswalkers were stripped of their omnipotence and power, and were left as powerful, but not invincible, wanderers of the multiverse. Around this time, Bolas also took control of Amonkhet after smacking down all 5 gods on the plane, and then returning to kill all the adults of the world and leaving zombies to look after them. Yep. He broke the gods, made them his slaves, and made up prophecies telling of his return, forming some form of religion around himself, not unlike Scientology. Eventually, Bolas met with an ancient Liliana Vess, who was attempting to restore the power she had lost due to the mending. Bolas acted as a middleman in a contract with 4 demons, who restored a portion of Liliana's power and her youth in return for her soul.
Foolish witch. I have lost more power than she ever had.
Yes, and now you're butting into my YouTube video. We don't always get what we want. So, Bolas escaped to Alara, which is a plane split into the 5 shards of magic, like the 3 colour groups, planning to use an event called the Conflux, which was all of the shards smashing together and becoming one again, and he was going to use that to get his powers back. By triggering a war between the 5 shards, the Maelstrom, which was a swirling vortex of energy in the middle of Alara, it'll grow, and he planned to harvest the energy produced by it. This brought him into conflict with Ajani Goldmane, everyone's favourite Thundercat, except for Lion-O and Snarf, who used the last of the Maelstrom's energies to make an effigy of Bolas's own soul, fighting him with it and banishing him from Alara. While he was on Alara, Bolas also met Tezzeret in the Shard of Esper, blue, black, white, recruiting him. Eventually, Tezzeret tried to screw over Bolas. Not a good plan, as it resulted in Bolas destroying his mind completely, then reprogramming his shattered body as his agent. At some point, Bolas also manipulated several others, like Sarkhan and Chandra and a few others, into releasing the Eldrazi Titans, sealed away on Zendikar. But the purpose of this plan remains unknown. Well, arriving at present day, Bolas returns to Amonkhet and triggers the Hour of Devastation, smacking down the Gatewatch, who turn up and try and stop him, because they're all full of themselves. Go, Justice League! Now, he waits on Ravnica, with his puppet planeswalkers installed as guild leaders, ready to trigger his grand plan.
Stop telling people about my grand plan, foolish mortal.
Did anyone tell you you're really annoying? Well, that's the story of little Nicky here.
Don't call me Nicky.
What's wrong with Nicky? It's cute.
Cute? I am the winged dark that terrifies your dreams.
Well, you look cute here.
Shut up.
Okay, that's it for now. Ravnica Allegiance is out this weekend, so let's see what Nicky is up to. Hope you liked the video. If you did, like it, subscribe to me, follow me on Twitter, stalk me on Twitch, follow me all over the place.
And peace out, I think.